Hi everyone, it is Diamond aka the Nursaholic, and I am back at it again with another video. Today it is Vlogmas day 1 and I'm actually going to participate in Vlogmas this year. I felt like it was a perfect opportunity to start making videos again. So I will be giving one nursing tip every single day of Vlogmas up until Christmas, which is the 25th. So I will be bringing you all content I've been sitting on and I've been wanting to create for you all, but so many excuses come up and life is just lifing. So I'm just going to not let anything else get in the way of me bringing this content. If you are new here, yes, I am a nurse, but there's more to me. So I create nursing content, lifestyle, and beauty. Continue watching this video if you want to see a day in the life of a nurse and hear that tip of the day. I am so grateful for you all like steady emailing me and asking for the nursing notes. Really appreciate interacting with you all. And notes is kind of like my way of giving back. So I am very happy that you all have been utilizing the note log pertaining to the NCLEX. I am aware that the NCLEX is changing, but when it comes to nursing considerations, that is never going to change. And that's the biggest thing that you need to know for the NCLEX as a basic nurse. So I'm going to continue sending the notes to you all regardless of how the test questions change. The nursing content is not changing. I'm going to bring you along with me as I run my errands for today, because that's literally what Vlogmas is. You just follow me around and see what I do. Today is one of my off days. Really, life has changed so much, so in one of these Vlogmas days I will catch you all up on what has changed in my life and my nursing career. So let's get it. I don't even know if it's safe for y'all to like go ahead and roll. So come on. The biggest changes, I did not get my nails done anymore. It was a waste of time. It don't matter if it's jail, SNS, and my sister is a nail tech, and I still don't get my nails done. It's just when it starts to look a mess, I need to be able to get my nails done and most of the time it don't work like that. Then I walk around with a mess. I'd rather just not luxuries that I will participate in on a nursing salary is having a car wash membership. It's big for me to have my car clean like during the fall and the winter, because the leaves and stuff like coming in your car, it's hard to keep it clean. But if you have a membership, it's just way cheaper, because one car wash is like $17, and so even in the summertime I go to the car wash like 2 or 3 times. So I'd rather just pay the $25 or $30, whatever it is a month, than continue to just pay for car washes. So that's what I do. I have a car wash membership. Like before nursing, I was big on like shopping and spending money. Now that I am a nurse and I work hard for my money, it literally changed my mindset. Like I am now a saver. Now I am saving for a house, but besides that, I'm a saver now. I don't care about buying certain brands. I don't care about buying the newest makeup palette that's coming out. I don't care about the newest Jordans that are coming out or the new ones. No. Now I do have the new iPhone. Oh, which I need to tell y'all about. With AT&T, I was able to get a membership because you're considered as a nurse a essential worker. And so AT&T has its own phone membership for essential workers, firefighters, nurses, doctors, etc. So that if the phone towers start working for the rest of the population, we will still be able to utilize our phones. So I'm gonna give y'all the details in the description below, but I got a brand new iPhone and everything for a low cost. Hey, I'm doing good. I'm just gonna get the tire shine.
All right. Have a good day today.
You too. Thank you. I just be so nervous about putting my tire in this thing. Oh shit, I'm sorry. Foot on the brake. Because I wasn't paying attention. Oh, they got this small so good. Y'all, so the name of the company with AT&T where you can get your phone bill and everything lower and your family can be on this plane with you too, FirstNet, built by AT&T. So when I tell y'all I got a 14 Pro, they gave me an Apple Watch that was free, but you have to have the Apple Watch on your phone line, and that's $10 a month. So I have the new 14 Pro, the Apple Watch with the $10 a month for the Apple Watch, and then I also have insurance, and it's $100. So I was paying, I think, $75 with my phone, paid off with Verizon. But I just noticed, like, with Verizon, I don't know what happened to their towers. Verizon was not satisfying my phone needs. I just didn't care for Verizon anymore, so I switched to AT&T. And then when I heard about this FirstNet by AT&T, I was like, oh yeah, it's a bet. I'm about to make that switch because my phone was already paid off by Verizon. Well, I was actually on the phone line with family members, and my phone was paid off, but they got brand new iPhones like a year prior to the new 14 Pros being released. And they were telling me I would have to pay extra money just because their new phones were not paid off. So I was just like, oh no, I'm just gonna leave Verizon, get my own phone plan, just adulting, getting my own phone on my own phone line versus being with my family. My calls were dropping so often with Verizon, and I don't live in the city, I live in the outskirts, so I need a good phone service. He was trying to explain it to me and was just saying that now that I think it's like 5G, and most of Verizon's towers are 3G, so they need to update to 5G. He was explaining it some type of way where, I don't know, somehow the compatibility with the phones, AT&T, they didn't put all of their networks in 3G or something, and so when they switched to 5G, it still balanced out, something like that. I don't know, but all I care about is my phone service working. So again, y'all, it is FirstNet by AT&T. Now I will tell you all that they are a little picky, so you have to verify that you are a essential worker either with your name tag. Your name tag needs to match the name that you put on your FirstNet profile. A document / letter from your job, but it has to have a signature saying that you are an essential worker with the company that you're claiming you work for. And then the other option was a check stub, but the check stub has to say your position, so it has to say you are a registered nurse. My check stub never says I'm a registered nurse, it just verifies my name and where I work. My name tag doesn't have, like, it was just certain things like that. They were just very picky about verifying if you were an essential worker, but eventually they did verify it by my ID, I guess because it has my name, and I had to switch my name on my FirstNet ID to make it match my work ID. But honey, it was worth it so I could save these coins, so I did what I needed to do. So I'm about to be one of Santa's elves, and I'm getting a gift customized. So the gift that I'm getting customized is a hat by this company called Culture Kings. So I'm a person that loves hats, and I'm gifting a hat to someone. This is what I came for. This is what I came for. Ooh, y'all. My sister put me on, and I usually don't put other people on because, you know, once you post some stuff on TikTok or the internet period, it starts to be sold out. So warning, you cannot go in the city and probably find these unless you are going on a stock day. But if you're like me, you don't live in the city, then you can find these at your local Dollar Tree. So now these are becoming a trend where you basically do your own mink eyelash extensions. And we got some of these, I guess, to be cute for work. We got the natural wispy.
And we got some of these from Halloween, the ultimate cluster. my sister and I both were on Halloween. They were cute.
Yes, y'all. Don't sleep on the Dollar Tree. Don't sleep on the Dollar Tree. That's all I'm gonna say. It was on the health and beauty aisle. And now I'm just going on the Dollar Tree shopping spree because a large concealer brush, you need that for the under eye. And then whenever you apply a mask, they have these cute little silicone facial applicators. How cute. Actually $1.25. So my main advice for you all today is to not settle. I believe that you do not have to start in MedSurg in order to be a great new grad nurse. Where I've known of some people who choose to go to whatever hospital will give them the opportunity to be in the specialty that they want to be in. When I was a new grad, I felt like, that's a little extreme. Like, let me give you the background of my new grad experience. So the hospital that I worked with, they have a purple logo and they have a great residency in North Carolina. With that residency, you are able to go to different floors, but when you interview for your position, they interview you, they ask you basic nursing questions like, why are you interested in nursing? They ask you about the company. They ask, hey, would you mind working in MedSurg? So you're a new nurse, you're like, of course not. Like, you know, of course, I don't mind working in MedSurg. But some people may say like, no, I don't want to work in MedSurg, but you are afraid that will mess up your job opportunity. But I suggest if you do apply for this company that has a purple logo in North Carolina, that if you do not want to work MedSurg, say no during the interview process. I said that I would be willing to work MedSurg because I am. When I graduated nursing school, it was during COVID, so we didn't really have a lot of clinical experience. But if you're getting the clinical experience, you clearly see what specialty you want to work in. I suggest going after that position. And if that particular company is not going to give you that specialty, go to a different company. So in North Carolina, there are so many different hospitals. I don't even know about like in the outskirts, but in the greater Charlotte area and surrounding areas. So there are many options in North Carolina. Oh, and then I'm forgetting about like in the Raleigh area. I said all that to say, do not forget to look at your options. For me, I was operating in comfortability and I wasn't willing to go to a different hospital system just because I knew, and also let me say this. So the pay sometimes can be lower at a different hospital, but what I noticed during my residency is eventually the other surrounding hospitals came up to the pay that the hospital I chose to work with, who was paying the highest. The other surrounding hospitals ended up paying that same amount. So it's really up to you. For me, I wanted a residency where I was able to rotate to different floors, to have that variety and to gain so many different skills. Exactly what specialty you want to work in, you know exactly what floor you want to work in, then go ahead and choose a hospital where the residency may be offered, but when you interview, literally that floor is what you will be working on. So it's just all about your personal preference. But the most important thing that I want to get across to you all is if you know you want to work in a certain specialty, please go after it, even if that means you apply to different hospitals, and don't stop until you get the job that you want. Now, I know that may be harder said than done because guess what? You went to nursing school, you need money. My residency ended up being in MedSurg because the hospital that I chose to work with and start my residency in, they chose MedSurg for me. Did I want to work MedSurg? No, I actually wanted to work ED or labor and delivery. I never mentioned anything about MedSurg. I only replied yes to if they were to give me MedSurg, would I be open to it? And then when they HR actually calls and they tell you like, hey, we wanted to offer you this position on this floor for this amount of pay. I do know some people who like finessed a little bit and they were like, oh, I have to like take care of a family member in this area, so they were able to do their residency closer to where they live, like stuff like that. So it's up to you. Just go after what you want. Out of everything that I said during this video, if you do not take away anything else, please go after the specialty that you want. You do not have to start in MedSurg. Yes, I learned a lot of foundational information in MedSurg, but just like some people were a CNA before nursing school, they have foundational knowledge that other people who were not a CNA did not have. But guess what? You may still be just as good as a nurse as someone who was a CNA before becoming a nurse, didn't even have that prior experience. Like, experience kind of doesn't make you a better nurse in nursing. I don't know how to explain it because each specialty is totally different. If you would like to switch specialties, I don't know why that is, because you learn such a variety of information in MedSurg. But if you're trying to get out of MedSurg, and they love to promote that, like, oh, you get such a strong foundation of learning, working in MedSurg, but they don't want to hire you when it's time for you to switch to labor and delivery or whatever the case may be. Now, I know a lot of people are getting into labor and delivery who started in MedSurg, but that's due to COVID. Not due to hospital systems wanting to just hire people. There's a shortage of nurses in the hospital. That's the only reason why people are now able to switch specialties. For me, I've now switched specialties, and certain hospital systems weren't even willing to give me a chance in like the inner city. Like, for example, the only opportunity that I did get was in Pineville. Pineville is far in the outskirts. So I didn't even want to take the opportunity because my drive to work would be 45 minutes to an hour, depending on traffic. Like, if you live in the Charlotte area, you know. Yeah. So I'm not all for driving 30. My commute to work should be max 30 minutes, because especially like if you work night shift, for me, because of safety purposes, pay, all of that as a staff nurse. Again, I just hope and pray that you all go after the opportunities that you want, whether it's in nursing or regular life, okay? No matter what your career choice is. So yeah, I am off my soapbox now. If you don't take anything else away from this video, please take away the fact that you should go after what you want and do not settle. Because yes, you will learn along your journey, and everyone's journey is different, but your life satisfaction will be so much better if you actually enjoy going to work. I had a great MedSurg experience because I got to had experience on a cardiac floor. I love cardiac, and oncology. I love oncology. So like good areas of MedSurg. I've never worked on a neuro floor. I've never worked on a ortho floor, even though I know people who worked in ortho who loved it. So regardless of where you start, you're going to learn something, and that foundational knowledge that you gain is going to take you somewhere else. But I just want you all to advocate for yourself and go after what you want. Okay, so that's a little tidbit by the Nurseaholic. Now we're going to continue with this vloggy vlog. So come along with me while I go get me some groceries, because I do work for the next 2 days and I need to go ahead and meal prep tonight. And then for gift bags, don't sleep on Dollar Tree, y'all. Like, I got this bag that says naughty is the new nice, and it's perfect for the person who I got it for. Y'all, they're not sleeping.